out of control. And it shows how they just train us to accept anything. Like Obama saying, I can launch wars without approval of the Congress because I have the UN. That is so illegal. But it's not just the president doing it. He says because a foreign power says so. Dr. Corsi, I want to get back into that subject with you in the time we have left here in the short 10-minute segment. But again, recap for folks, the smoking guns of his Kenya providence and what that signifies, why that's important.
Well, I mean, first of all, we got the grandmother who said that Obama was born in Kenya. And it's not just one radio interview with her or television interview or whatever with a couple of ministers. I sent some of my operatives, Kenyans, who know Grandma Sarah personally and have for years. They were working for me. And she told the story again, that the baby, Barack Obama, the president, was born in Kenya. Now, I've come to the conclusion, and I've got an ebook out on Saul Alinsky, the evil genius behind Obama. Take a look at it, because I think the entire life story of Obama is a fiction. And it was a fiction created largely as an intelligence operation. We don't know who this guy really is. The one thing I'm certain of, Alex, is that the one candidate who is not the father is the African, Obama Sr., Barack Obama Sr., the guy who came from Kenya in 1959 and went to the University of Hawaii. He is absolutely no way the father.
And you said that before the State Department documents came out where they said he wasn't the dad and threw him out of the country.
Well, in fact, the Immigration Naturalization Service file that we now have says that when the baby was born, that the Immigration Naturalization Service was going to contest that Ann Dunham was a U.S. citizen wife or that little Barack Obama was a U.S. citizen child.
But he looks nothing like the dad. He looks like Caribbean, black, native Spanish mix.
Well, I recommend everybody take a look at Joel Gilbert's new DVD, which is called The Real Barack Obama. I mean, I've got one right here. You can see it. This is the real Barack Obama's father. The real, it says dreams from my real father.
Well, that looks just like him. I want to get him on.
And Frank Marshall Davis is the father. This is the argument. Frank Marshall Davis, the black poet and communist, who was in Hawaii, is Joel Gilbert's #1 choice for the real father. And I think we've got to begin the search for who the real father is. I recommend Joel Gilbert's film to everybody.
But the dad looks nothing like him.
The dad, take a look right here. You've got the father there, the African, looks nothing like Barack Obama, the president. Nothing. The Luo people are very dark. They have round heads, sloped foreheads. They're not this tall. You have Frank Marshall Davis, and the evidence in the film is startling, even down to the age marks on Frank Marshall Davis's face and Barack Obama's face. This is candidate #1. And what I'm telling you, Alex, is we don't know who Barack Obama is. It's a fiction. This is a Saul Alinsky created, perhaps intelligence operation, life story that is fictionalized from the get-go.
Well, we know the family is CIA and stuff, but then you've got all these foreign connections. The truth is, he is literally the Manchurian candidate.
Yes, and as you say, the possibility for blackmail, the possibility here for the people who do know the reality of the Obama story, why he was engineered to be president, the globalists and the forces behind Obama. When this is revealed, it's going to shock the American people. It's not just a Manchurian candidate. It's somebody who was picked like they were royalty from birth and groomed to be president, trained as a communist. All these advantages through life. Getting into Occidental. Well, Punahui was a drug addict. No grades at Occidental. Again, doing drugs. Gets into Columbia. How? With the influence of Percy Sutton and Al Mansour.
Well, that's why the founders, because of all the court intrigue, trying to get people into the court from other countries in Europe, that's why we have a law that you've got to be natural born. There's reasons for all this.
Reasons. And when I wrote in Where's the Birth Certificate, what I wrote is that every aspect I investigate of the official, the nativity story and the life story of Obama concocted in this fictionalized dream.
Look how they sold him. They even said he was Jesus. Remember all that?
Absolutely. And now we find out that the girlfriend is a composite character. read fiction.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you said that, and now they admit the book it has composites, dreams of of my father. Oh, it's a composite. They admit it's a fiction.
This woman, Ann Dunham, whether she was the mother or the caretaker, Ann Dunham, 3 weeks after the baby was born, was in Seattle attending night courses at the University of Washington. I've got the transcript. I've got the catalog. The university confirmed she had to attend those classes. A 3-week-old baby. It's not credible, and it's a lie, because Dreams from My Father said the family...
I was about to say, he looks nothing like that woman.
Exactly. He looks... I mean, first of all, you got to take a look at Joel Gilbert's film. Been arguing this, Frank Marshall.
No, he was already in contact with us. We're going to get him on. I absolutely.
And secondly, you know, you got to go to my Where's the Birth Certificate? Go to the ebook, Saul Alinsky, the evil genius behind Obama. You'll see how all of this has been planned.
Oh, I got to ask you this. It's now been confirmed 1 month before Breitbart's death, he meets with one of the top weathermen. What do you make of that meeting?
He had dinner at Bill Ayer's house, which he should never have done. I've written already several articles. There's more to come where I'm suspicious of Breitbart's death being a murder. We've already found...
Oh, you already alluded to that. You said they got stuff that'll kill you a few months later.
Exactly. And also, we interviewed the one witness, this guy Lassiter, who was on the scene walking his dog. So the face was bright red with a white band around the forehead. That's not the exact symptoms of a heart attack. It's not a sudden heart attack. We've got much more coming on this. I'm working on a lot of leads on Breitbart's death because I remain suspicious that it was a murder. And the family doesn't want it investigated, and the people who took over Breitbart News, including Bannon and Solo, don't want it investigated. They've pounded me. Because
I'm not trying to be mean to them, but when this new stuff came out, which we know Breitbart was working on, they said, we're sorry, we don't believe this. They're acting not like operatives, but like they're scared.
And I'm an investigative reporter. Breitbart and I talked at CPAC.
But let me ask you, are they acting scared or like operatives?
Well, they're acting like they don't want an investigation, and I can't understand why we don't want the truth here.
Well, when you preface 16 years of the publicist saying he's born in Kenya like, oh, this is a conspiracy theory, something's going on, and I'm glad you brought that up.
And look, and if you don't want something investigated, why? I want to investigate it. I want the truth here. I don't want to just cover it up. Let's get down to the facts. It's the same thing with Barack Obama. I'm convinced that Barack Obama is rapidly becoming damaged goods.
Stay there. You know what? I know you've got to go. You're in a hotel about to speak, but can you do 10 more minutes?
Yes, I'll do 10 more minutes.
Okay, fantastic. Because I want to come back and I want to get into the fact that he is damaged goods and what are they planning? What are some of the tricks you think they may have up their sleeve? Our guest is Dr. Jerome Corsi. He's author of Where's the Birth Certificate? I'm Alex Jones of Infowars.com. Hillary Clinton, when she was running against Obama, that first used the Born in Kenya stuff, because we know the Clintons have all those FBI files they kept after they left office. But when she couldn't win, they figured out, hey, we'll just have a third term under Obama. And they met there at the Bilderberg group meeting that I covered. I'm about to cover it coming up in 2 weeks again at the exact same hotel in Virginia. They're in Chantilly. In closing, Doc, what does it signify that he's becoming more and more damaged goods? Why do you say that? What does that mean? Because obviously even the lamestream media has to know now this guy is a fraud.
Well, first of all, Alex, the Sheriff Arpaio's investigation, going on a law enforcement investigation, is much more serious than most people realize. Sheriff Arpaio's already announced on March 1st there's reasonable probable cause to believe the birth certificate and Obama's draft registration card, selective service registration card, are forgeries. Now, that means Sheriff Arpaio is saying Obama is in the White House with basically identity theft documents. This is going to be watchwnd.com, where I'm a senior staff reporter. This coming week, there's going to be some shocking revelations. You're going to be surprised at what's coming down. This is a major investigation.
Oh, I hope Arpaio doesn't have a heart attack or you, because Breitbart said that next morning the big bombshell was coming out and he died. And then 3 weeks later, they released some milquetoast
Well, I've been very careful. So the head of the posse has got all the information I've developed. I've turned it over. I'm not deputized. I'm not a member of the posse, but I've agreed to turn over my material and to work in conjunction with the posse. So if something happens to me, the next day everything I've got is going to be released and dumped out, and it's going to be public anyway. By the way, I know body language. All those sheriffs people and forensic experts, they look completely freaked out, and they should be. Because this is going to develop into a major ballot challenge to Obama. It's already shaping up in Arizona. The Secretary of State is on the record of saying he wants certification from Hawaii that this long-form birth certificate, a forgery, is an authentic document. Hawaii will not certify that document because now they know there's a law enforcement investigation going on. The Hawaii officials don't want to go to jail committing felonies to support this fraudulent identity theft president. And you've talked to sources inside the office beforehand that it wasn't there, just as the governor had said, and then magically appeared like an Easter egg. Exactly. And if there was an original, why wasn't it shown to the American public way back in 2008? Why hide it? We still have not seen the original paper and ink documents, if they exist at all, or the microfilm, if it exists at all. Why would they put out something with fake typewriter print that's a computer font and all those layers? Why is it so shoddy? These guys are not the greatest geniuses in the world. It's been a cover-up, and they're running thin. They're running in the last hours of being able to hide Obama's true identity. Here's my last question. We don't know who the father is. We don't know who Obama is. And by the way, when the globalists decide to dump Obama in favor of Romney, which I think is coming down, I don't think Hillary's going to step in and be the candidate. I think she's too smart. She'll wait and pick up the pieces for 2016. What do you make of Romney? Because he's not bringing up any of the real issues against Obama. I believe Hillary and Bill have already talked about it. It's been discussed, stepping in and replacing Obama, because Obama's damaged goods. He's not going to be able to survive the revelations coming out politically. And Romney, I think, is just going to coast in. Romney is, it's the same as 2004. George W. Bush renounced the Swift Boat campaign that conducted together with John O'Neill and Admiral Hoffman. But I'm convinced it was the Swift Boat campaign that made a major impact in waking the American public's eyes up to who really is John Kerry. The same is happening right now. Programs like yours, Alex, Sheriff Arpaio's investigation, WND's consistent reporting on the issue is telling the American people, you got an imposter, a usurper, guy born in Kenya who's lied to you his entire life about who he is in the White House. It's shocking. It's the biggest cover-up in American history. Undoubtedly, and we've even seen the last year the Washington Post saying top Democrats want Obama to step down, but they're going ahead with him as the presumptive candidate right now. They're going to go ahead until they have a precipitating event that permits them to dump Obama. And when they get that precipitating event, they're going to be all set and ready. The plans. Let me ask you this: so you're saying you don't think Romney's a fall guy? No, Romney's going to win. That's my prediction. Romney's going to win. But how many Democrats currently in the House and Senate or running for House and Senate or running for governor or the state legislature want to go down with Obama? Because this shaping up in 2012 will make 2010 look like a picnic for the Democratic Party. What's shaping up here is an electoral disaster behind a candidate that won't even tell you who he is. Barack Obama, or is it Barry Soetoro, the Indonesian, or is it the Kenyan? Who's the dad? It's not the African. Is it